When I tell you this reunion was good and messy, I mean good and messy to me, child. And I know some of y'all are like, girl, this is not good. We were trying to find love for people. And I said, you know what? About 6 seasons ago, I took a step back and I said, hold on, I'm seeing a pattern, like my grandma used to say. I'm seeing a pattern here. And this pattern, okay, is that they dig from the bottom of the barrel to find men specifically, because some of these women be a little iffy too. But a lot of the men, the pattern is the men, okay? They find bottom of the barrel men, and then these bottom of the barrel men show their whole entire tail. And then here we are coming to the reunion, watching the aftermath of them scraping from the bottom of the barrel. So I stopped hoping and praying and wishing for love for these women, although I do wish and hope and pray for them to find genuine love. But I know it ain't gonna happen here on Ready to Love. You hear me? You hear me what I say? Okay, so we are here to talk about this mess. It was a lot and a little bit at the same time. This is Reunion Season 9, Part 1 for Dallas Fort Worth of Ready to Love. Y'all, let's get into it, child. Let's get into it.
All of this, it's just.
First of all, I have never ever seen or paid attention to the stage. But what in the hell was going on with the stage, y'all? Did y'all see that foolishness in the back? I was like, what kind of honky tonk? And not even honky tonk. It looked like a state fair in the background. I'm like, what was that going on in that stage? Y'all didn't have no budget or nothing. It could have been nice. And maybe because I'm comparing it to the Bravo reunion stages, I'm looking at Ready to Love like y'all should have just kept the curtains up, because it's giving real cheap. Okay, it's giving real carnival cheap. Okay, and when I say carnival, pop-up carnival in a parking lot somewhere. Okay. Anyway, so we switching some things up. We adding some new things to the reunion, and I like it, switching up some of the logistics, and I appreciate that. So Tommy opens up recapping the two brunches and how the two mixers happened and who all met, etc. And then they talk about all the couples that made it to the end and recapping those. I said good, because I was so tired of them waiting to the end to get to that part. Okay. Shall we find out Patrice and Alonzo? Now, raise your hand if you already knew Alonzo wasn't shit and you weren't surprised. I'm raising my hand high because of the way that he played in Koshia Face. And you know what I realized? The term for the term gaslight, we use that. Black people use that a lot, but our for real term for gaslight is play in my face. Like, don't play in my face. Like, that's the equivalent to gaslight, okay? For Black folks. So anyway, we find out that Alonzo gave Patrice the key to her house, and as she was rolling up to go visit, I'm assuming it was a pop-up, maybe, because why would Alonzo have a woman there? I don't know. Anyway, so Patrice rolls up, opens the door, finds him with a woman. Now, here's why I said Alonzo is a pathological liar. Now, let me back up before a little bit too. We recap seeing Patrice get with Alonzo, and I have some critiques about Patrice as well. We're going to get into it in just a second. Okay, so Patrice rolls up, finds Alonzo with this woman, and Tommy's asking Alonzo, okay, so what's going on, with this lady? When I tell you Alonzo pleaded his case the most earnestly, I was like, okay, well, maybe he might be telling the truth. Girl, Patrice gut checked me and reminded me niggas ain't shit. I said, ooh. Patrice says yes. yes. I hear him and what he's saying. But I met up with the girl. I met up with Miss Mamas, and Miss Mama said the last time they had sex was in May. Alonzo was like, yeah, the last time we did have sex was in May. Now, nigga, you just said that you had nothing going on with this lady. Nothing going on means nothing going on. Sweetie, having sex with somebody, even if it's one time, is not nothing going on. And that's when I knew that Alonzo is a pathological liar and will play in your face on the regular. I said, oh no. Again, here we are, Ready to Love, scraping from the bottom of the barrel. Okay? So the other part of this is Patrice. So when they showed us the recap of Alonzo and Patrice dating all these other people, shout out to one of my subscribers. I don't know if it was LC Charm. Shout out to her. Hey girl, hey. Or if it was who else? And forgive me. Oh my gosh, I might have to pin your name because I don't remember. But someone said that Patrice wanted to be in control. Patrice likes to control her men, and she wants to be the one that's being pursued and chased and fawned over. And I was looking at that recap and I said, yup, that's exactly what it was. She went after Alonzo because she thought that Alonzo was going to worship the ground that she walked on. And you saw exactly what he did. Child, you were not, Patrice was not looking for love in the correct way. Anyway. And this is what it is. All right. So here we are in the aftermath of Alonzo lying. Patrice reveals to us that it wasn't just one woman that Alonzo was fooling with. He was messing with 3 other women that she could find out. I said, oh, this, it's just, oh God, that's crazy. Alonzo tells us that the girl that Patrice caught him with grabbed groceries and got a Jeep and the car broke down. It was a different car. I said, Alonzo, go away from me with it. Go away from us with this. Go away from us with this. Okay. Tommy has, after all of this, I meant to say this, after all of this, Tommy has the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say, is there any salvaging of this? What the fuck? I literally, I was like, what the fuck? What if you don't go? Tommy, did you not hear what happened? And you talking about salvaging? Bottom of the barrel. I'm telling you, Tommy and the team have just dug from the bottom of the barrel. And it's like, listen, these are the scraps we found. These are the scraps we found. Do you want it or not? Okay, do you want it or no? That's literally what Tommy said, girl. Girl. So something new. We're doing a confessional booth, okay, and Patrice is in the confessional. She's teary-eyed and she says, I don't even want to go into this. Y'all be blessed. And I said, child, Patrice, girl, you were not going about this process correctly either. And I'm not blaming anything on Patrice because Alonzo is a whole mess, but she was not logically going about this process either. Okay. So we get Patrice, Will, Koshia, Alexis, and Mika on the stage. And when I tell you, girl, Will, that fake ass chain, I ain't gonna lie to you. Anybody with a big ass medallion, I said, boy, is this 2001? Is this 2003? He's definitely a Kevin Samuels, fresh and fit listener. He's definitely one of those type of dudes, okay? The women say that Will was being thirsty. He was being thirsty. He was being thirsty. What I would say more specifically is that he wasn't just being thirsty. It's just his insecurity and his approach to women comes from a Kevin Samuels and a fresh and fit perspective, and it reeks and you can see it, and it's not attractive, okay? But Will thinks it is. Like, he thinks that this is how you get girls because that's how because of the content he's listened and consumed. I could tell. You could tell. So anyway, and immediately he starts going in on Mika, calling her baby mama with her tubes tied. Now, girl, do you have your tubes tied? Because that's what the word on the curb is. And I want to know. Say she got a BBL. I said, now, girl, what? Now, I ain't gonna hold you, okay? Mika body is bang-yanging, okay? Banging, bang-yanging, all right? Girl, is that a BBL? And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Now, be kind, okay? Slide your doctor's information in my comment section, girl, because that BBL is BBLing like it should BBL, okay? That's how a BBL should look, y'all. Okay? So anyway, Mika calls him, basically calls out his fake chain. She calls him a scammer. And Will was like, no, I make millions, and I got this, I got that, and again, flogging. Ain't nobody worried about it. Boy. We hearing what you saying, but it's not matching. Something is amiss here. Something is amiss, okay? And you may make a little money here and there, I don't know, but something is amiss, okay? And so Tommy goes into the definition of staging because Patrice earlier in the season was saying that Will was sleeping on the floor. And Will was like, no, because I'm a real estate developer. I have several different properties. I was staging this house. And she was like, but you didn't clarify. Either you sleeping on the countertops or you sleeping on the floor when you was getting up in your covers, okay? Tommy I guess, asked Will to, explain the definition of staging, etc. We know what the hell staging is, okay? Patrice knows what the hell staging is. What I think is that Will had said a few other things that made it sound like he was sleeping on the floor and ain't have no real place to live. That's what it sounded like to me. I said, we know what the definition of staging is. We know what that is. We know it can come in different forms. It sounded like this nigga ain't got no place to live. And I believe Patrice. I really do. Okay. And so Tommy says, well, Patrice, now that you have a better understanding of the definition of staging, do you feel like you may have put out a perception that Will, doesn't have a job, etc., and is unstable? I said, Tommy, this ain't got nothing to do. And I'm so glad when Mika said it. She was like, this has nothing to do with what Patrice said. It's his energy overall. It's very thirsty. He got mad at us calling him thirsty for being thirsty. He comes off very insecure. He comes off like he don't really like women like that. Like he want to sleep with them, but he don't like them as people. That's how it comes off. All right. So here go Alexis. I didn't even say anything to Will like that. I didn't even tell him that you, Patrice, were the one that specifically said it. I said, now here you go. Here you go. Here you go, doing exactly what the people said you were doing, right? Not holding anybody accountable, not anybody that needs to be held accountable. He says, or I'm sorry, Koshia speaks up and she says, I wanted to say the whole problem wasn't just Will or anything that Will has said or done. It's Alexis going back and sharing the things that happened in the lounge, okay? And Alexis was like, I didn't even say anything to him. I didn't tell him that it was Patrice specifically. I'm like, here you go. Here you go. How do we know that that's not what you said when you're saying it now? You know what I mean? Like, you're saying it now. So how do we know that you didn't say it in the past? Anyway, Mika, I ain't gonna hold you. Mika was like, the people who went home the earliest got so much to say. I mean, shut up. Now, she's gonna do it in a monotone voice. I mean, the people who got so much to say that went home early have so much to say. I'm like, shut up. You know how she talk. Just no inflection, nothing. Will apologizes, child, whatever. We don't care. Confessional booth, Mika again in a monotone voice. I just don't care about what Will has to say. I just think he's flogging. Yeah. Basically is what she said. Okay. And then Will again flogging. I'm getting money over here. We don't listen to the broke niggas over there. We getting money over here. And I'm like, child, okay. Good luck, boo.
Okay, girl, bye.
We get to Glenn. Again, bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. Okay. I don't know what the hell, LaRon. Man, I didn't think you were real. You thought Glenn was an imaginary friend. Child, Glenn. LaRon, sit down. Okay. I really didn't care about Glenn. I really didn't. If he didn't show up, he could just sit back in the back and watch. Period. Okay. Dominique said he probably got a wife. Now, wait a minute. Dominique, why would you think that he got a wife? Do you have a wife? I said, see, bottom of the girl, bottom of the damn barrel. They did. These motherfuckers is at the bottom of the goddamn barrel. Bottom of the goddamn barrel. Anyway, he tells them the excuse as to why he couldn't come. It's because he dropped his kids off and got into an accident or something like that. Dropped his kids off at school. And Alexis was like, wait a minute, summer school? What? Now what? I said, ooh, lying. He lying. He is lying. He is lying. And the more I think about it, he probably do got a wife or a girlfriend or some shit like that. Anyway, Tommy, to my well, we'll give you an opportunity to mix and mingle with some of the women on the show. I said, sure, Tommy. Stick a line in all our faces, including yours. But sure, mix them with the women. Yes.
All of this, it's just...
Absolutely. That's what you should do, Tommy. Great. I'm sorry. This shit is funny as fuck to me. I ain't gonna hold you. Anyway, Layellen, I don't remember her name. She left because she knew what no man on this damn show. Smart woman. Very, very smart woman. Good for you, girl. Okay. Pack your things and get the fuck on. Okay. Here go Tommy. Is there anyone on the stage that you would have wanted to rekindle with? Chaz was like, yeah, man, I would have been pursuing her. She had great energy. All the niggas who don't nobody want. Jonathan, Chaz, all the niggas. Shut y'all asses up. Shut y'all asses up. Okay. Patrice is some. Oh yeah. Here you go. Alonzo, right here. Wasn't she on top? I said, I ain't gonna hold her. I probably would do some shit like that too. I ain't gonna hold her. Okay, Chaz was like, yeah, I would have been pursuing her. Yeah, dog. And then Layla shut all that shit down. No, baby, I am dating. I don't want any of y'all niggas. I know that's right. Okay. So we see bits and pieces of Glenn in the back trying to mix and mingle with the women. Alexis holding him accountable. Why did you not show up? What happened? Why didn't you come? Glenn walk off on her. I say, yeah. Your ass is lying. Okay, choked or spanked. Now here's the thing: we not finna play in nobody's face. We know what it is. Here goes Alonzo. Well, choked and spanked doesn't mean sexual, nigga. What else does it mean? Okay, tell us. He says, "Oh, choked and spanked could be, choking somebody while they kissing." Sir, get out of our face. Here you go playing. You playing in our face again. All right. This whole segment was so aggravating. I hated the fact that Tommy played it off, that this man was literally playing in these women's faces. And I didn't like how the horrible things that people have been doing were played off and joked. I just didn't like that. I thought that was so tacky. And again, here we go, bottom of the barrel. It's kind of like, this is what we were expecting from these men. So just joke about it, because this is what it is. I hated that. Okay. Koshia in her confessional booth said, I don't want to hear nothing that Alonzo is asking me. The messy braids, the messy dreads. He don't need to have no need for you to ask me that, because I'm not doing anything with you. I feel her, okay? And she has that right. If I'm not attracted to you, I'm not talking to you about sex. For what? You ain't getting none. I know that's right, okay? So we recap the games, and then we go into this messy ass quote game. I said, oh Lord. Oh God. And side note, I don't know why we keep playing these. So all the games for the women seem like they have more substance, right? Seems like they're more, what is this person's personality? What is this person's, favorite thing to do? All the questions for the women were about sex. How does he like thick thighs? And does he want it from the back? And all this other stuff. And it's like, now wait a minute. How are the women supposed to get to know these men when all the questions are having something to do with sex, but the men's questions are about what they like and how they do? I said, you know what? This is so... Did y'all notice that? It's crazy.
All of this, it's just...
Bottom of the barrel, child. Bottom of the barrel. Anyway, we do the quote game. Messy ass quote game. Chaz has this inappropriate ass quote talking about how he fantasizing about somebody's body. He doesn't know what it's like, but he want to see. He thought about it. He imagined it. I was like, I would have been completely turned off. You nasty ass. Again, we find out it's Chaz. Rashina says, choke the spank. Don't choke me, but you can spank me all day. Again, why are we having these conversations? Moving on. More messy quotes. I think somebody said that Will look like a giraffe mixed with Forrest Gump, and damn, okay. And then we get to a messy quote that ends the show. Now, I think the quote was something about, it's ironic that LaRon is calling somebody a snake, etc. And LaRon jumps up and was like, yeah, that was probably Alexis, or maybe Dom. Alexis turned around and was like, look, I've always called you a snake. I think you're the biggest snake on this stage. Now, she's not admitting that she made the quote, but she's calling LaRon a snake. So here go LaRon. You might want to take it easy, because you've been trying to like whisper all up in my ear, throwing your dress on me. You might want to relax. And here go Alexis. I ain't been doing that. Boy, you a trip. LaRon, you're a dork. I was like, dork, girl, is this 1994? We were saying that in 98, girl, on the playground. What? Anyway, it went left. Ron tells Alexis she's got cubic zirconia on her neck. I was like, sir, that's not the insult that you thought it was. That was a little cheesy. All right. So Alonzo gets up to grab Alexis, tries to calm her down, asks her to leave. I'm thinking to myself, Alonzo, go sit your lanky ass down. Don't put your hands on nobody. Okay. First of all. Second of all, who are you to tell this girl to leave when she's getting into an argument with LaRon? Okay, if you're going to police the situation, which you have no right or authority, but if you are going to police the situation, why are you not going over to LaRon and trying to coach him? Why are you putting your hands on Alexis? I didn't like that. Alonzo. Alexis don't like it either, okay? So she gets up, she was like, get your hands off me. Everybody's telling her to be quiet, please hush. Even Justin telling her to shut your ass up, okay? Everybody is telling Alexis to be quiet. Security come over. Girl, all the while, William is on the side telling April, child, I was the one that said the quote. I said, God damn it, we over here arguing, and Alexis loses her shit. Mika, as soon as Justin started opening her mouth, and I would be the same way. I'm like, my nigga, my man talking about something, bitch. What? You talking about me? Like, what? Girl, don't play with me. Girl, don't play with me. Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. Who almost got mad right there? No man, don't talk to my man like that. My man, don't talk to my man like that. Nah, bitch, nah. Okay. Anyway, Mika walk over. All right, she got something to say because Alexis over there hollering at Justin. She was like, she ain't gonna stop. She ain't gonna stop. Alexis was like, you bitch, I beat your ass. I was like, Mika ain't even said nothing to you, girl. She going around. She said, I'll beat you up. Did she say, I'll beat you up? I'll beat your ass. If she said, I'll beat you up, I say, girl, these 1998 sayings, girl. You're a dork. I'll beat you
Okay, girl, bye.
up. Girl, what? Girl, in 98, girl, what is going on? Anyway, so she can lose her shit, child. She lose her shit. She get to yelling, cussing, threatening everybody. She go in a confessional. She telling people to get away from her. She said, you want to see the worst of me? I'm going to give you the worst of me. I said, and the Oscar goes to Alexis. Yes. For best dramatization on a trash-ass reality TV show. Girl, please. Girl, stop. Okay? Why? None of this was warranted. None of it. Anyway, y'all get down in the comments. Tell me what I missed. Don't forget to like this video before you leave. Child, I can't wait for next week's episode. It's going to be Vanessa and Chaz. Chaz told me something. He got set a date for marriage. Girl. Bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel of Le Barrel, okay? How did we get here? I don't even know. Anyway, get down in the comments. Tell me what you think about the episode. Child, it was a mess and a half, and it was the perfect amount of messy for me, okay? The perfect amount. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care.